I want to take advantage of having two of the great offensive minds of your era sitting at this table. Two-time scoring champ, Mr. Tracy McGrady.
Holla.
Tell me, what is going on? You have three All-Stars who were supposed to make the game easier for each other. Again, their shooting percentages right now, each of them, never have shot worse in their entire careers. Paul George, I think, had slightly lower when he played those 6 games, but for a full season, never this bad.
Well, I'll go through all three of these guys. Westbrook is at his best when he can get up and down the floor, play at a fast pace, not a slow pace. These guys are slowing him up, right? The offense is slowing down. That's not his game. Paul George is an all-around player. He's a playmaker. Very seldom do I see him running pick and rolls, initiating the offense. Russ is handling the ball majority of the time. Melo, the game has really evolved into three-point shooting, guard play. It's not iso ball. That's who Melo is. Melo would do a better job, and we said this on the show. For me, I think he needs to sacrifice this year, this part of the season, and try coming off the bench. Allowing these guys, Paul George and Westbrook, to play their initial position, have more of a important role for Paul George on the offensive end to create his own shot, initiate for these other guys. Right now, it's just not happening. I think Russ is playing too slow.
T-Mac, I like where you're going. I really do. I think that, you know, Melo has to try to adopt the Chris Bosh role.
There you go.
Okay? Just be a third guy. Be, you know, sometimes those third guys are going to have big nights, you know, but I think they need to feature Paul George because he's a multi-talented guy and he can make plays and he can take a lot of pressure off of Russ.
I mean, he's just clearly not playing at his max potential.
No, he's not.
He doesn't
they got
even
him in
look
the
like the same player.
I think roles need to be defined. And sometimes you can play through that and kind of figure it out, but I think Coach Donovan has to step up and say, listen, here's what we want you to do, Russ. PG, Melo, and everybody else will just kind of figure it out.
I mean, I'm not sure I saw anyone better at orchestrating offenses as when you did when you played. I mean, when you watch them right now, do you cringe sort of possession by possession? What do you see?
I am, because they put too much pressure. They're putting way too much pressure on one another. I think they don't move the ball. They last in the league, like you said, in passing the basketball. There's no way a team could be second in deficiency defensively and be running around 500 with this kind of star power. Yeah. It's just something that needs to change. And
a lot of this is Billy Donovan's fault. He has to implement a system for these guys, a strategy that works. Look how D'Antoni, if you look at how the Rockets play and how he implements, makes Chris Paul and James Harden work, they really don't even play together that much, and really to the fourth quarter.
Like 15 minutes a game, they're mostly staggered.
Exactly. He has to figure a system out that works for these guys.
Okay, but you can say that, and I don't disagree with you, but look at where we are in the league. David Fizdale tries to implement something with the Grizzlies, and Marc Gasol speaks out, and David Fizdale gets fired. We know what happens when coaches and star players go head-to-head. You say Melo should accept a bench role. Melo has come out and said several times this season to the press, no, no way in hell, no.
To me, that's not Melo's decision.
Yeah, it's not.
Coach Donovan, take hold of that team.
It's tough, though.
No, it's not.
It shouldn't be that tough.
No, it's not.
If you're not playing well and it's not working, something has to change.
So maybe does management have to empower him and say, hey, we want
Absolutely.
They have to back.
Absolutely.
They have to back.
It's not the player's choice.
Listen, Melo would flourish coming off the bench with that second unit.
Wade, who's been able to do that, right?
I know it's hard, and it is very hard to accept that role. But, I mean, you're in your 15th career. You have a good chance of doing something special with this team if you sacrifice, and hopefully it can turn around for you guys. You make that change.
And speaking of D. Wade, right, came there, wanted to start. Yep. Coach Lou said, okay, cool. I think you should come off the bench, but listen, I'm not going to disrespect your career. Let's try it. Right. In fairness to Dwayne Wade, he tried it.
It didn't work.
Said, this don't work. Coach, let me come off the bench. Right. Maybe that's what needs to happen in Oklahoma City.
So, I mean, you and Melo are tight. Does his old point guard need to have a conversation with him?
I would, anytime, I would love to. I don't mind having tough conversations with anybody. But, and I also, playing with Melo, I do know that he wanted to win. Yeah. In my time with him, he wanted to win. Now, he wants to play well while you win, but he wanted to win. And I think he's at a point in his career where he's been through a lot, and all that matters is really winning. So you have to take and make some sacrifices.